What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another edition of What It Is. So before I get started, I hope y'all checked out Love, Sex, and Marriage on Trey Online 21, TRE Online 21, one word. And their first episode premiered this past Sunday. It was a cute little start, Um, to give it a little bit of critique, okay? Because I was laughing, and I get what they trying to do, and I do like the fact that they have like a little laughing track on there, but turn the laughing track down just a little bit, and tell your actors, Trey, just loosen up just a tad bit. But let me tell you something, the bald headed one, what his name, Terrell, he a hoe. He probably gonna be my favorite. You got your hoe and you got your bougie bitch. Vontae probably gonna be my favorite too because he know how to read and shade. But I looked at the preview at the end of the episode, and the shit that's going on with Andre, which one is it with the baseball cap that was the married guy's friend? He's gonna be something to look out for because his story is interesting. He going through some hard times and he trying to hide it and all that shit. But it was a good first episode. If you have not subscribed to Love, Sex, and Marriage, to look at Love, Sex, and Marriage, go ahead and subscribe to Trey Online 21. Also, Sarita Productions, The Best Friends with Benefits. That was a good one. I'm getting into the Tough Love series on YouTube. Okay, that's what I've been watching. What else have I been watching on here? It's just a lot. Okay, if y'all got some suggestions or whatever, hit me up. Put it in my comments so I can look at it, so I can check it out. I got a little free time now. I'm just gonna be looking at a whole bunch of stuff, getting my shit in order. But yeah. And if y'all got some stuff to watch on Netflix, okay? Because I want to start this video off light as hell. Because, we're going to get into some fuck shit later on. So, if you got some stuff to watch on Netflix, leave them down in the comments that I should check out. My eye looks so much, I just realized my eye looks so much better. Truth be told, it's 4:28. I just woke up about an hour ago. All right, I ain't got nowhere to go, and I'm washing my clothes and all that shit. So I had to get that rest in. But and I feel so much better. I really do. Rest, sleep, it does the body's wonder. Okay, but anyway, so like I was saying, if you got some stuff to suggest for me to watch on Netflix, put them down in the comments. Now, what I've been watching on Netflix, I finished The Crown season 1 and season 2. I'm almost through with Black Mirror, okay? I'm on episode 2, season 4. Episode 1, season 4, that shit blew my mind in the sense that I said, people are just trifling as hell. That just make you realize that you have to be careful what you say and what you do to people because you never know how crazy these motherfuckers are and how they gonna come back at your ass, okay? You just never know. But that man was crazy. He was psychotic. And it bit him in the ass. Bit him in the ass. Fool ass bitch. But anyway, what else have I been watching? That's all I've been watching on Netflix, okay? Because I done looked at everything. She's Gotta Have It. Shout out to She's Gotta Have It. They coming back for season 2. Stranger Things coming back for season 3. Shout out to The Real. I don't even know if I mentioned it. They got renewed for 2 new seasons, okay? 2 new seasons, and they won an NAACP Image Award on Monday. Well, actually, they won theirs on Sunday because that was the untelevised version where they won theirs, but they won an award. Bitch, I remember, and I'm finna be a little shady. I don't give a fuck. I remember when people said when certain person got kicked off the show, got fired, that the show wasn't gonna be shit, it wasn't gonna be around no longer. And yes, when that person was on the show, they got renewed for two more seasons. But ever since that bitch been off, they got renewed for 2 more. And I will say, the show has been getting better, but it's a good thing that they live. All right. You can see the budget has been getting better. They giving out money. They got interaction with the people calling in and stuff. The girl chat. That's the only time I ever look at it. I look at it through the girl chat so I can talk shit about them because, you know, I'm the type of person, I hate watch it, and I don't hate the show, but I can't stand half the host on there. I have an issue with just about everyone on that show. Okay, I really do. But it's kind of entertaining for the most part when I'm bored and I'm cleaning up or something. So I put it on in the background when I come on and I'm just trying to get my shit together. That's what it is. So Adrian, she's the one that I can't stand the most. You want to know why? Because Adrian just seems so fucking fake to me. And I've heard from people who actually know her or knew her and interacted with her, the bitch is fake as fuck, okay? And she's a trifling ass person. And I can see that shit. And if you ever watch from like season 2 to now, you will see the change in her. Now it's almost as if she thinks she's like the head bitch, like she's the moderator or whatever. Like, she's just too good for shit. Now that she done got married to a gospel dude or whatever, she like holier than thou. She holier than thou, and it just irks me the way her attitude is really fucking fake. I will never forget when Kim Kardashian was on there and she was fake as fuck. Like fake as fuck. Oh my God, I know her, and oh, we did this, and I said, girl, that episode when Notori Naughton was on there, you could see it in Notori's face that Notori was not here for the bullshit, okay? Lonnie, I'm tired of your little sex stories, all right? We already know like 95% of that shit is a lie, okay? And then got up there talking about something she don't eat clit. Bitch, you better fucking stop playing, because I know a dyke when I see one. Anyway, Jenny Mai, she extra as hell. She extra as hell, and I can only take her in small doses sometimes, so I have to tune out on her. And Tamara is tolerable, but Tamara, I need you to stop crying on every fucking thing, okay? Every fucking thing she cried about. Bitch, they came back on the first episode after being on break, and they was already crying. I said, what the hell is going on? See, but you only get me to watch a full episode if it's somebody that I like. And most of the time, I'm just fast forwarding or whatever through the shit. But other than that, it's cool. I trash the show and still watch it. Okay, listen. All right. I watch Wendy Williams clips when I see something interesting or whatever and I want to hear some bullshit or whatever and I know she gonna shade somebody or whatever the fuck. And I don't even like Wendy. I can't stand that bitch. I look at the clips online. Okay. Just like I do with the Queen's Court. I don't like them. Well, I don't like Kaya. But I can admit that Kaya do be funny as hell sometimes, and I look at a clip or two or whatever. But that's as far as it's gonna go. What else been happening? Before we get into the video, shout out to McCoya Slaughter. Okay, she sent me. I know y'all like, goddamn, Ashley, get into it. Hold on. My birthday passed on the 7th. Can't get it open. She sent me a package, and she has this shea butter business, and it's called Nays Butter. And she sent me some of her stuff, some body butter. Can y'all see it? Okay, body butter, and then this is what is this? This is Vapor Mint body butter. And then this one is Lavender Relaxed Body Butter. Okay. That smells nice. I really don't do this product stuff, but bitch, gonna have a bitch up in here smelling good. I mean, I already do, but I can't stand a big bitch that don't know how to be stinking. Okay. And then this is the Butter Curl Hair Butter. Oh yes. So I'm really here for this, and shout out to you, McCoy. Thank you for sending me out this. Let me see what she say. Her did she send me the? Damn. What's her website, girl? If you got a website, please give me the website so I can link it up in the video for y'all. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you lavender body butter. Yes. Okay. This is some shit. Everybody do shea butter. Grapefruit glow. Oh wow, this stuff smells good. And she started it with her 7-year-old daughter. She's 7 months into the business, and it's really inspiring her story about how she's trying to teach her daughter to make her own money. You can be independent. You can do all this stuff, and they're doing a good job. And I'm very much here for it. And once again, McCoya, thank you so much, Marcoya. I hope I'm saying your name right. We always communicate on Snapchat and stuff, but thank you so much again. So let's just get into the video. I know y'all like, goddamn. Girl, if y'all got some products or whatever, you can send them to me and I can, review it and do some stuff. I'm trying to get more so into actually reviewing shit, like, because people do send me stuff and if you ever send me something and I never responded, or I said I'd get to it and I never did, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. It's just that I've been busy. I've been really, really busy. So, now I'm trying to organize my time a little bit better so that I can get to things, and, because I want to incorporate a lot of different things onto my channel and not just do simple reviews and things of that such. But, you know, um, yeah, if you have anything, just hit me up. And like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, it's best that you hit me up on Twitter or on Instagram, because I check my Instagram DMs probably more so than I do on YouTube, okay? And if you can't get me on Instagram because you don't have Instagram or you don't have Facebook or whatever, leave it in the comments and tell me to go to my messages on YouTube. Then I'll go check them, okay? So that's how we gonna do that one. But let's just get into this. So like I said, this past Monday, we had the NAACP Awards. Now, before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Donald Trump and his bullshit. And I know we start this video off all the time with Donald Trump, and I'm not even finna fucking go in, because what more can be said? The doctor come out there saying he's sane and he's in physical shape and, all that shit. That shit is a lie, okay? I don't care who's saying it. I don't care who's telling y'all different. It's a lie. They're lying to us, okay? We can clearly see that this motherfucker is a narcissistic egomaniac and something is not right in his mind, okay? We see that. We understand that. You getting in your feelings in this meeting or whatever, calling people from African countries and, Haitians, shithole countries and all this stuff. And you want to say that you're not racist. When a person say, I'm the least racist person that you will ever know, 9 out of 10, they got racist in them, okay? And they're full of it. And he's full of it. I don't even feel like going so fucking hard because he plays himself. We've been going in on that nigga since day fucking one. And people want to say that this man is coming in and he's making the country great, and all this stuff is flourishing. He want to take credit for, oh, the African Americans are getting more employment now that I'm here and all this stuff. No. Oh, we got more African Americans liking me. Which one? Diamond and that other bitch, Diamond and Silk, or whatever the fuck that bitch name is, they don't count, okay? Ben Carson don't count, all right? Who the fuck else like you? I just, and what's sad about it is there was a group of black Republicans who was, coming to the defense of Trump, especially after this shithole comment that he made. And it's very irritating to see stuff like that, because like I said, I don't care what you're affiliated with. If you're affiliated with a Republican, or you're Democrat, or you're, Tea Party or independent or whatever, just make it make sense. And my thing is, just because a person is a Republican, that don't mean that they have to agree with everything that the Republicans on their team or whatever do. But for you to vote for a man like Trump just because you're Republican and he's Republican, and you know damn well the shit that he's saying is wrong, that's what I don't rock with, okay? And then when you come out and you try to defend every action that he does and make it seem as if we're the crazy ones for thinking that he's fucked up, that's what I don't rock with, and I will never vibe with, and I'm not here for, because I'm not crazy. I got all my sense and I got all my motherfucking marbles, bitch, okay? No, you don't say the shit that you say behind closed doors and then say that shit to a point where somebody's gonna leak it, okay? You are in a position where people cannot fucking stand you, and you're in denial, Donald Trump, all right? You're so concerned. Did you see that press release that he put out about the nominations for the fake news awards? And I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, why are you going? And I mean, went into details about what each person did and all this stuff. That is not what we should be concerned about, okay? Who gives a shit, all right? If it's not talking positively about you, they're fake news. And that's not how this game works. That's not how it works for anybody. Everybody in this world gonna have somebody that don't like them, that's gonna speak negative about them, and that's going to criticize them. No one is perfect. So no one is going to get all positive everywhere. No, okay? They're not. People even talk shit about Mother Teresa. Like, and she, Mother Teresa, okay? They talk shit about Jesus, and he's Jesus. Okay, so what makes you think that you're going to get positive, glowing reviews on everything every single time? No, it don't work like that. So get out your feelings and run the fucking country the way that you're supposed to run the fucking country, and not in this divisive ass way. Don't shit whole fucking countries. And the countries is going in. And shout out to Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris getting that Secretary of Defense or whoever the fuck she was getting that bitch together. That bitch said, first of all, that's not the question that I asked. And I said at that moment in time when she said that to Kamala, I said, you better be glad Kamala is up there, because I would have said, look here, bitch. They would have had to take me out. They would have had to take me out. But she got their asses together. But moving on from that, the NAACP, let's get on to some positivity. You know, I really want people, the NAACP Image Awards, I look forward to all the awards. I look forward to the Image Awards, the BET Awards. You know, we talk a lot of crap about BET Awards. Y'all call it EBT and all this stuff, but we need to learn to appreciate these award shows because, you know, especially in the past couple of years or so, when people want to get upset with the Grammys and how they're not inclusive of African Americans, they're not inclusive of black females, and, you know, they're just giving it to this person and that person and not including us or whatever, and always want to find fault and issue, and you get mad at these major award shows, but yet you refuse to, you know, support your own award shows that's for your people. You know, you want to talk down about the BET Awards. We know the shit ratchet as fuck. We know we don't know half the motherfuckers up there, but see, this the thing. Them motherfuckers that's up there, they probably will never ever get another chance to get a Grammy Award or a Billboard Award or American Music Award or anything other, MTV Award. So therefore, they look forward to a BET Award. They look forward to a Soul Train Award. Probably even an NAACP Award. You just never know. Any other award show that's dedicated to black folk, they look forward to it because that's their Grammys, that's their billboards, that's their American music, and we need to be more supportive of it, okay, and quit talking down about it. I mean, we put the BET Awards on, we gonna talk shit. We gonna talk shit about every fucking award that come on, but bitch, we gonna still fucking watch that shit, okay, at least I am. And you know, I gotta support. I just wish celebrities that be nominated for these awards, especially the big ones, they would lend that support too and come to these awards as well. NAACP Awards was on this past Monday, and there was a lot of celebrities that were there, but there was a lot that major ones that wasn't there. Taraji wasn't there because I guess she was promoting Proud Mary. We'll talk about that in a second. And probably was filming or whatever. Michael B. Scott was there. You know, of course, we had Ava DuVernay there, Issa Rae, the cast of, you know, Insecure, they were there. Of course, the cast of Grownish was there. I mean, Blackish was there because Anthony Anderson was hosting. It was a nice little event. I liked it. You know, I just wish, you know, people like Jada Smith and Will Smith would have popped up. Okay, the whole crew of Girls Trip was not there, you know, and I understand people got their things to do, but, you know, it just really would have been nice. You know, this stuff is coming up each and every year. Can you just not go into your calendar and probably pinpoint a date and say the date for this? I'm gonna do this. Keep this off so I can show up at least for a couple of minutes or something to accept the award. You know, Girl Trips won for best outstanding motion picture, I think, and none of them was there to accept it. I was perturbed about that. Taraji won for best actress or whatever, some shit. And, you know, I love these awards because, like I said, they give it to our people. So I'm really not rooting for anybody. I'm rooting for everybody. So it don't matter that much as to who gets the award. Because one of my own gonna get the awards. That person that look like me. That's fine. But what I have an issue with is that each year the same person keep getting the same award each and every time. And it's like, I don't understand how. And Taraji P. Henson is one of them. And let me just tell you this, I love me some Taraji and I support her in everything she do. But I just don't see how you put her in a best actress category for playing Cookie on Empire up against Kerry Washington, who was playing Olivia fucking Pope on Scandal. Has she ever won an NAACP for Scandal? Bitch, or any type of Warford scandal like that, and this is the last season, the last time she could be nominated for that show, hell, we don't know where Kerry Washington gonna go after this. You know, I ain't saying Kerry Washington is the best actress, but damn, give her a little bit of recognition of that. Hell, Taraji won an Emmy Award for Cookie. I mean, I guess I was happy because, you know, she was against a whole bunch of white people. But, you know, it was, and I'm not being racist or whatever when I keep saying white people like that. It's just when I'm separating it, it's because we don't see us winning these awards. So therefore, when we happen, we got to say it like that, you know, for those that want to get in their feelings. And, you know, then you got Viola Davis. Viola fucking Davis, how to get away with fucking murder? Bitch, the way she saved that baby alone should have gave her a goddamn award, but she didn't get it, you know. And she lost out to fucking Cookie. Taraji is literally paying herself on Empire, and at this point, Empire is getting tired. I'm just saying, you know. She didn't get the award. I just don't get how she keeps getting this award. Maybe once or twice in the beginning, that was cool. But then, like, after the third and the fourth season, it's like, give it to somebody else who actually really, really deserve it. You know, same thing with Blackish. And I love me some Blackish. But, bitch, Insecure could have won fucking comedy. I'm so mad that Jay Ellis, no, I'm happy that he won an award. But I'm mad that he won an award for Insecure. And Issa Rae has yet to win an award for Insecure. And it's her show. It is her show. That pissed me off. Okay, but you know, all in all, the awards was great enough for me. I looked at it through and through, didn't even fast forward anything. I love the messages throughout it. Shout out to Danny Glover, he got an award. Shout out to Ava DuVernay. You know, that's one of my lock inspirations. Okay, I can't wait till my shit blows like down my back and then to my buttocks, you know, and then it be like all the way down here and shit, and then I can just go like this. And again, y'all can be like hating, like, God damn, bitch, you got hang time like a motherfucker. And I can be like, you know it. You know how it is, okay? But what was your opinion of the NAACP award if you saw it? And I do like the fact that they did put it on Martin Luther King's birthday this past Monday, the significance of that. I love that part. So, moving on from the NAACP, I'm just gonna go back what's on my Facebook right about now. And the H&M story, we're gonna talk about that for a second. So we spoke on it last week about, you know, the coolest monkey in the jungle hoodie. Okay? And so update on that. We already know how the parents feel. They don't give a fuck. It's for the fucking money. That still don't mean that we don't have the right to be upset about it or to feel a certain way about it. You know, and the reason is so that these corporations can know that you cannot keep doing this stuff and getting away with it. Just because one person may be okay with it don't mean that the whole group gonna be okay with it. So the backlash is that I think they had to mark down some of their prices, which is what we thought. And then it was some stores, I believe, out there in South Africa. They were out there vandalizing the fuck out of them. They had to close the stores down and they posted it online. First of all, I get it that you upset about stuff, but I never understood the point of vandalism. You know, um, and at least this time y'all ain't fuck up y'all own property, okay? Y'all fucked up their property, so I don't give a shit. You know, I think it was a little much. It was a little much. It was a lot much, okay? But they had to close the stores down. I wouldn't dare do no shit like that. I wouldn't do no shit like that. Just like, speaking of stupidity, this rapper, what's his name? PNB Rock. Never heard of him. I probably heard the name, but never heard his shit. Probably some new fucking rappers that I don't listen to. So hey, it is what it is. You posted your dump. This is what social media has come to, and this is why people say social media is the devil. This is why people say social media will fuck you up, all right? Because people be big and bad on social media and doing shit that they never would have done a few years ago, all right? Social media gives some people balls, okay? And add drugs and money to that stuff. You really think you're invincible. P and B Rock, you're a dumbass bitch, okay? You a dumbass, ignorant ass, coon ass nigga, alright? And I say it like that because you're in a hotel and you're smoking weed. and you're in a hotel that is non-smoking. They do have rooms that you can smoke in, but I guess this hotel is not one of those rooms or whatever, one of those places. And you're smoking weed, and get told you have to go because you violated policy. All right. So therefore, instead of just saying, "All right, man, I'm gonna take my shit and take my money elsewhere," okay, fuck y'all. No, we gonna get the phone, turn the camera on, put it on Snapchat or whatever the fuck it was, or upload it to Instagram or whatever, of you pissing in the room, on the floors, on the carpet, on the walls, in the corners, and then you and your friend hunking up fucking spit and shit and throwing and spitting it on the mirrors and shit, just violating and fucking up the whole room. Like, what was the fucking point? So you post this on the internet as if nothing's gonna come of it. Now, if that was to want to come and find your ass and to arrest your ass, don't be up in here talking about some. Don't none of y'all niggas be up here talking about free my nigga this, free my nigga that. No, that nigga did that shit. That nigga deserves to be charged for something. Okay, because you were in the fucking wrong. And why post it on the internet so that you can get caught the fuck up? You niggas just don't care. Just like when they did, I seen that shit when they that y'all be going on these Facebook lives and stuff like that, doing y'all crimes and shit, not realizing till this day that the cops and other people be watching, and it may be 1,500 people watching that shit, and it's all it takes is one person to just say, "Bitch, I'm finna call the cops and I'm finna tell them to look at this shit," okay, to stop your ass, all right. That shit about that girl getting her ass beat by them dudes over a fucking gram of weed that she did not steal, and y'all made her strip down to her underwear. Y'all put that shit on fucking Facebook Live and let people see her, further humiliating her. Then you beating her ass. You got the girl beating her ass. Y'all beating her ass because y'all suspected that she stole some weed and she didn't even fucking have the shit. Did you apologize? No, you probably didn't. I hope they find y'all dumbasses and I hope they arrest y'all asses, okay? That was trifling as fuck. Y'all gotta be aware of the association that you keep, okay? Everybody ain't your fucking friend. Everybody ain't your fucking friend. And I think something else was going on in that situation, because why did it have to go that deep? Why did it have to go that deep? And why wouldn't they believe that that girl didn't have the shit? That was trifling as fuck. Trifling as fuck. Um, Mark Wahlberg and this Michelle Williams situation, they had to go back and reshoot this movie that Kevin Spacey was in, because, and they had to put, I think his name is Bill Plummer in there, from the daddy from The Sound of Music, you know, had to go back and reshoot the film because of the whole situation with Kevin Spacey and the sexual allegations and things that he admitted to. And so Mark Wahlberg came back, and he got 1.5 or 1.2 million dollars for the reshoot, and Michelle Williams only got I think like $1,000 for the reshoot, and people was upset about that. I don't know the full story because I didn't really feel like looking into it, but I will say this: all this comes down to is what was in the contracts, who are they agents, and unfair practices still. That's a big difference. Regardless of if it's in a contract or not, that is a huge ass difference from $1.5 million given to this man and $1,000 given to this woman for a reshoot. And then, they saying that he donated the 1.5 to the Time's Up Me Too movement. Bitch. I mean, I get it. I get it because the Me Too, but the Me Too I thought was about, sexual harassment and equal rights. Okay, well, equal rights, all right. I thought Time's Up was mostly about equal. Okay, whatever. We gonna get it. We gotta have equality amongst the sexes and things of that such. And the whole thing is, I don't know if I would have donated all that money to it just because to prove a point. That Michelle Williams didn't get the amount that she supposed to. It was a good gesture if he really did it. It was a good gesture, but hey, I don't think that's gonna solve anything. It's not gonna solve anything. She still didn't get the money, and this still is unfair practices going on. And I just want people to call these motherfuckers out. It's like, you've been getting called out decades, and we still have this problem of women making less than men, women being employed less than men, you know, and it's just disgusting. It really is. It's unfortunate. Um, Oh my goodness. I wanted to talk about this because, bitch, I had questions. So I don't know if y'all heard about that story that was going around about the couple in California who had all 12 of them kids. It was 12 or 13 kids chained up in the house for years, okay? They had the children, ages 2 to 29. And the reason why I found this so interesting is because I think at least 5 or 7 of them kids were 18 to 29. Now the 18-year-olds and probably 19 I can understand because usually you still at home with your parents back then, you still trying to figure out some stuff. But the 20 something and up to the 29, I was like, how the hell are you still there? Which plays into me thinking that this been going on for years. For a 29-year-old grown ass adult to be chained up in their parents' house with the rest of their siblings, okay? And mal fucking nourished. They said, bitch, we haven't really seen them. They like recluse. They, stay in the house to themselves. They let the lawn grow a lot. The only reason why the lawn got mowed is because people came out there and told them this is in a violation. And he came out there and mowed the lawn, but you barely saw the kids. This is a normal California block. People work on this block and all this stuff, and they got nice houses. And then all of a sudden, what broke the case is the 17-year-old daughter. She got out the house somehow. I don't know how she got out her chains, baby, but she snuck out. She made sure she found a phone and took it with her. I said, well, y'all got phones? How y'all get phones and y'all chained up? Who the fuck y'all talking to? And then you couldn't call nobody. But she found a phone somewhere, and she got out that place, and she called 911, reported it, went to the police, and, the police was looking at her like they thought she was a 10-year-old child. That's how fucking malnourished she looked. All right, she's 17 years old, but she looked 10 because she was malnourished. I hope they put their asses under the fucking jail because there is no, I don't care. I don't care. And y'all know how I feel about people whom they harm kids. That is extreme neglect. They said the house was filthy. What purpose do you have to have all these kids just to chain them up to do what? Sit there and not feed them? What's the point? Put a fucking condom on and go about your day. What are you in there doing? Which makes me think that motherfucker, I would not be surprised because I didn't hear anything else about it. I would not be surprised if that daddy was fucking them kids. I would not be surprised. That's the next step. That's the next thing. That disturbs me so much because you just never know. It can be the nicest block on the on in the city. Okay, big houses, lavish living and everything. You just don't know what goes on inside these houses. You really don't. And that is the scary part. And that is a bold truth. That is fucked up. That is fucked up. You wanna know what else is fucked up? Hawaii and this alert that they sent out talking about this nuclear missile was gonna come, and y'all got a certain amount of time to go get to safety or whatever. Bitch had them motherfuckers spooked for 30 minutes only to say, my bad, it was a misprint or some shit like that. I said, you don't play with people like that. And then you got out there in Detroit, a fucking meteor coming down. At first they didn't even know what the fuck it was. They was like, bitch, it wasn't lightning. It just came out of nowhere. But they gonna assume that it was a meteor that hit somewhere over there in Detroit in this small town. I said, you know what? Between California and the wildfires, the mudslides. Then you had the hurricane seasons that was just extreme this season, and meteors hitting the earth and yeah, fucking missiles, false alarms and shit. Then Puerto Rico just now. Did you see that clip of that school? Them kids cheering, everyone cheering because the power just came on after over 100 days of no power since Hurricane Irma and whichever probably Jose too ransacked the fucking islands. Okay, and Puerto Rico still ain't 100% with power. This is the middle of the first month of 2018, and they are still without power, and that irks my soul when I hear stuff like this and I see stuff like this and I see that people really aren't talking about it as much anymore. And then you have a fuck ass president who's worried about the wrong fucking thing. Fake news awards. Bitch, give them some fucking help, ho. Okay? Like, it's just very irritating. It was so beautiful to see them just cheering and being happy in the fact that they were still, regardless of their situation, still living their lives. They going to school, you gonna get this fucking education, bitch. Okay? But it was sad at the same time, given the situation, knowing that they've been without power for this long. And had it been someone here on the mainland, we would have had power, probably would have went probably a week at the most without power. That's the longest I ever went without power. One of these days, it had a couple of years ago. And it was all, and it's always in the summer. It rained so hard, and it was like a thunderstorm. And the lightning hit the fucking box, and the whole block went out. Like it was at least 2, 3 blocks went out without power. And in my area, but it was all over the city. People was losing power and everything. It took a week for our power to come back on. Do you know how hot it was up in this bitch? Up in the motherfucking bathroom. I'm like, bitch, you know what? Turn this cold water. We got water. Okay, I got water. Turn that cold water on and just let that shit just run up in the bathroom. So, running up the water bill and shit like that. But, bitch, we needed some relief. Had to go outside all the time. Bitch, it was just, and going to sleep in the heat is no joke. I was so ready to go to work because it was air conditioner. I could charge my shit up. Being without power is no joke, bitch. But let's move on from that. So, in light of the Me Too situation, remember when I told y'all about Seal coming out against Oprah, saying basically you were sitting there with Harvey Weinstein, you knew what was going on and all that stuff. You had some knowledge and all that shit, and you ain't say nothing. Seal came back and he kind of clapped the fuck back, and I was here for it. He said, I got some time, and what y'all won't do is get me fucked up. But, he kind of backtracked a little bit, trying to say that, he really wasn't trying to come at Oprah. He respects Oprah, whatever. And I said, no, Seal, just stand in what you say, okay? Regardless of how other people may feel, they may attack you because, oh, you don't like Oprah, whatever, and you calling this out and calling this out, regardless of if it was false or not, true or not. That's how you feel. Everybody is not gonna like Oprah, and I'm not gonna attack you because you don't like Oprah. That's your opinion. So, all that happened, and I said, when Chrissy Teigen put that shit on his paper, that comment on his page about, basically, you sure about that, bro? As if he got some secrets in his thing too. I said, I hope you better not have nobody come out on your ass. And sure to fucking enough, an ex-neighbor of his trying to come out and say that he was sexually harassing her, tried to forcibly kiss her, grope her, and all that stuff. Of course, a white lady, that's his type anyway. And I was just like, he said the shit was a lie, and it probably is. We just don't know. I don't know. I just said I knew it was gonna pop up. Sometimes you gotta be careful that you say stuff before your shit get put on blast, okay? And sure enough, there you go. That was the catalyst. All right. And let's just continue on this whole thing. The Aziz Ansari situation. Let me just say this. Y'all know I'm here for all the victims that come out about sexual assault, being raped, harassed, and all that shit, pretty much. And we all know that a lot of these victims, or a lot of people that come out, it's going to be probably a handful that are lying. Now, I'm not saying that this girl is lying, but something about this story does not connect well with me, and I'm just left with questions on both sides, okay? She comes out and she gives this interview with this what is it called, babes.com. Never heard of it, and I just seen it trending on. I saw Kevin talking about it from the Scorpion show one night when it first broke, and this was literally after the Golden Globe. They won the Golden Globe for Master of None. And I literally just finished Master of None. I love the show. There was an episode on there about, the chef being accused of sexual harassment and, how he feel about it. And of course, Aziz was just not here with working for him when you out here, harassing and doing all this stuff to these women. Okay, so now this report comes out saying that he either sexually, made this girl uncomfortable or tried to force her to do stuff, and she's 22. She was 22 at the time. She's 23 now. This all happened last year in 2017. I think they was at some Hollywood Awards show party, after party, probably the Golden Globes or something like that. I don't know. They connected because at first, she seen him. She tried to say hello, what's up. She said hello, what's up, and swooshed him away, switched her away. And then they realized that both of them had the same type of cameras, an old-fashioned camera, whatever. So they connected on that point, exchanged numbers. A few couple of days later, they go out. She go over to his place. They go to this restaurant around his place that was on the water or whatever. When they finish that, they go back to his place. She's sitting on the counter. They're kissing and all this stuff. Now, see, this is where things got fuzzy for me because I read this twice and I said, did they put this in the wrong order or what? Because she said while they was kissing, he was fingering her, whatever. Next thing you know, she can feel that he was hard. He goes down on her. She goes down on him. So y'all participating in oral sex. Then she wants to say that, and I'm not trying to victim blame. I am not trying to victim blame. I'm just saying shit is not adding up for me. Connect the dots for me, please. Because I do believe that some of the stuff that she was saying on his actions, on his part, that was kind of wrong, okay? If you keep on pressing the issue, if a person said, no, I don't feel comfortable doing this, because eventually she does say that, and you keep on trying to pull your dick out, you keep on trying to put it against me, trying to get the hint that, hey, I want you to either suck my dick, or I want you to let me put it in you, I gotta go get a condom. That's fucked up, and that was wrong on his part. But at the very beginning, y'all both entertaining this oral sex, but then you say that you were uncomfortable, and you didn't say he forced you to give him head, and that he didn't get your verbal cues, your nonverbal cues. And I'm like, what were your nonverbal cues in that one? I don't get it. It's not making sense. And then, she kept on saying that he kept either patting his dick or whatever to show that, hey, putting her hands on his dick, all right, and if you pull it back, that was one thing. That was fucked up, okay? But, she kept saying that he would take his fingers and put it in her mouth to like moisten it. And he kept doing this throughout the night in his apartment. And if you felt uncomfortable, I don't know how to say this without making it sound like I'm blaming her for the stuff that's happening to her in this night. Because even if you engage and start to engage in something sexual, if you in the middle of it want to say no, that is your right to, and that other person must oblige to it. If they continue and you saying no, 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 you feel uncomfortable, you don't want to go finish it, that is, and they penetrate and stuff, that's rape. That's what it is. But in this instance, they was engaging in oral sex. You kept on saying that he kept putting his finger in your mouth and, for you to suck it and wet it and then trying to touch you and all this stuff. And you saying your nonverbal cues and this. And then you say you moved from the counter, you was uncomfortable, you go sit on the couch, you're talking about this, you're dancing, you get your shirt off, he got his dick in you. Not necessarily, they didn't have sex, full-blown penetration sex, but he's hard, you can feel it. He's rubbing on you, but you're saying you're uncomfortable, but you're not telling him verbally that you're uncomfortable, because sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you cannot tell what the nonverbal cues are that you're uncomfortable and you don't want to go through with this. So I'm confused about a whole bunch of shit as to why you just didn't fucking leave after you got the head. And, it's just a lot of moments in this whole story when she was retelling it that I'm like, if you felt so uncomfortable, why did you stay? Why did you stay? Fuck who he is. Leave. Just say, just like you said when you was through at the end, when you finally got up and left, that you didn't feel right. You have to get the Uber and you're going to leave. I did not understand that part. Like I'm saying, I'm not trying to victim blame. I'm just trying to connect the dots because it's not adding up. That's why I'm like, is this story out of sequence or what? And then you texting him later telling him that you did not feel comfortable and, he's trying to say apologize for it or whatever. After you talk to your friends, talking to your friends, telling them what's going on, that's one thing that so that you can have some witnesses. Okay, fine. Like I said, some of the stuff that he was doing, like kept on motioning her to do this and patting and all that stuff, that was much and that was wrong. Okay, some of the stuff that he was doing was wrong. But am I the only one? Do you get where I'm coming from? It's not connecting with me. Like, if Some motherfucker put their hand in my mouth and I don't know them like that. And I know I did not come to your apartment to fucking have sex with you. I literally came to have a date with you. But we just engaged in oral sex. So you putting your hands in my mouth. So of course that person gonna think that we're gonna actually do the full blown act of sex, penetration and shit. And I tell them, no, bitch, we not finna do that. That was all I wanted right then and there. I didn't really want that. So, I'm feeling uncomfortable because I see where this is going and I'm gonna leave you to it and I'm just gonna go. And I know it's easier said than done, but do you get what I'm saying? There were many times where she could have just said, bitch, I'm gone, instead of staying as long as she did. You literally moved from a counter to a table, to the TV, and y'all was watching TV and shit. Watching old Jerry Seinfeld stuff and whatever. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole Aziz situation. Like, it's really not adding up to me. And I don't want to sound like I'm victim blaming because that's never what I want to do. All right? That's never what I want to do. Do I got something else to talk about? Seal. Um, Drake 910 probably a daddy. Okay, that girl that said that he was pregnant, that stripper bitch from over there. He follows her, so 910. That's probably his baby. I don't know. I don't care. But what else been going on? Condolences to the game because the game lost his father. I think yesterday morning, they came to the house and found him unresponsive. So they believe that he passed away in his sleep, and that's really really sad. Um, the Migos. Okay, so y'all mad at Offset because he said some shit about, he don't fuck around with queers or be a hang with queers or something in his song. And of course Offset came back and he was on his Snapchat and he talking about some, I don't even talk about sexuality, I ain't discriminating and all this stuff and y'all this and y'all that. He was real pissed off. And he was so pissed off that he wrote that shit the way that he thought it sounded, so it was illiterate as hell. And then all of a sudden he was like, go to Google and look up the word queer and see what it means. And then he posts this post on Instagram about the definition of queer and saying that it means strange or odd or whatever. So that's what he's trying to do. And when he wrote his caption to it, I said, who the fuck wrote this? Because Offset didn't write this. Because if you compare what the fuck Offset wrote on his Snapchat to what he wrote on his Instagram caption, two different things. Okay, and I mean two different styles. Okay, you can understand what he was saying in that caption, but you ain't understand what I mean spelling. He spelled discrimination with an E, and all this stuff, and I was just confused. I was like, But he said he apologized because he liked fashion and he has a lot of people that are gay around him, and he don't talk about sexuality. He don't talk about politics. Offset. This is not the first time that your group has come under fire for, appearing to be homophobic in a way, okay? And so at this point, I'm really not buying any type of explanation because there is none. It is what it is. And I can't even get upset at this point because when I hear certain people are saying, you know, things about homosexuals, whatever, like the Nipsey Hussle thing last week when he said that shit about the picture, and people trying to decipher whether or not he really meant that as this and that. No, he was being negative. He don't fuck with the gays, okay? That's what it is. And you can look at a person and see their background and understand, yeah, that motherfucker meant that shit, okay? Y'all meant the shit. Just own the shit. And stop all these fake ass apologies because you're getting backlash, okay? Stop saying the shit so you won't get backlash. Like, it's just stupid. It's stupid, and it's dumb to put that up in there knowing that your girl is Cardi fucking B, who has a lot of gay following. Like, I just don't get it, but alright. I just don't buy the shit. So, there's that. Anything else I need to talk about? I'm going through something right quick. Birdman. Tony. Leave him. Okay? Baby, you just got out of 2 bankruptcies. You got your money on right. Okay, you getting these you getting little deals here and there. Okay, you doing Lifetime movies, you doing all this other stuff. You about to bring out some music. You cannot get with a nigga who is having money trouble so he can bring your ass down too. And I swear for God, if y'all married, divorce. Get that shit annulled, okay? Because he got to pay back this money for this mansion. They snatching that shit back. He owe money to the company that cause he defaulted on the loan and stuff like that. Let this go. Let this go. But what else is going on? I don't give a shit about Fetty Wap and them. Remy Ma in this song with Chris Brown, the Melanin. I don't know what it's called. What it's called? Melanin Magic. I got to hear the whole thing before I can judge, and it come out tomorrow. But y'all tell me if y'all gonna be here for it, looking forward to it, whatever. But basically, that's it. Kim Kardashian and Kanye had their baby. Okay. Kanye is fucking out here smiling like a bitch. Do you know? And it look weird. It look weird and it's creepy as hell because first of all, Kanye done gained a little weight. And I don't give a fuck. He look good though. He look good though. But every time he smile these days, it look a little weird because we ain't seen it in a minute. It look like he probably gonna kill somebody. Kanye go out of his way to make himself look bummy. And you know what it is? Them bummy ass looking clothes that he got on, I bet you they cost a whole lot of fucking money. Okay? But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole video. If I missed something that you want me to talk about in next week's video, put it down in the comments. I gave y'all a good long video, and I will see you guys later on for Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. And of course, Friday, Married to Medicine, and then Sunday, The Real Housewives. And I just hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I love messing with you Southerners about the weather and stuff, but please stay warm somehow, some way. Get y'all shit together. I know y'all not used to the weather, so I'm not gonna rag on y'all asses. But Mother Nature just been out of whack this whole season, like this whole year so far. And yeah, everybody just have a good one, okay? And I will see you guys later. Peace.